We got. I see you guys are going for the little ones. You're putting a little bit of points in there, a little bit of points in there. You know, if you win, you win. You don't. I gotta say, it is much better to go for this because you don't really know the maps. You don't really know what's gonna happen. You don't even know what kind of map type they're gonna have, right? If it's gonna be 7 Seas or Pangea and so on. So we might as well try to go with small increments. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. We do have to talk about Greece to the northwest. Looks like he's gonna have both iron and the horses on the right side. He's gonna also have a banana to get some extra food. Well, I guess he's gonna have the ability to get those acropolises. Like for a second there, I just realized he only has like 3 hills, and all 3 hills have resources on them, but these are gonna be discovered quite late, so we don't have to worry about him not having a possibility to put that Acropolis on. He does have a decent amount of land to settle over here, and it doesn't like he's also gonna need to do something about the south here with Phoenicia standing on the coast. By the looks of it, Greece, a bit of a surprise over here that Greece is as in on normalator, or normalator is on Greece. I was definitely expecting Nux 54 to go for it, but it looks like he did pick up Eleanor of Aquitaine, and we're gonna see how he's gonna do with it. I do believe it is a much better choice for Noob to actually go for it, and I do have to see how TaskForceFish is going to do with Ambiorix here. We do have normally with an ally, yeah, to the southwest. That's going to be TaskForceFish with his own southwest over here. He does have a possible +4 Oppidum in the capital. Not an easy read though. He would need to go for that bronze working to actually find the proper placement. He is gonna go for it, so I'm not worried that that's not gonna happen. He also has multiple +4s in the south between the stone tiles and those iron tiles, so it looks like he's gonna have a relatively good spot. It's not gonna be amazing, it's not gonna be bad, it's gonna be good. We do have him with the east over here with Phoenicia. He is gonna need to fight Phoenicia at some point, and of course Phoenicia, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to block that choke to the west side and not allow those Gallic units to pour through. He does need to also block the south, where he does have a very good connection city. If he places one next to those wine tiles, he's gonna have an awesome city with some whales in the water, with some crabs over there. This is gonna be quite nice, and I'm pretty sure TRYNDA is gonna try to make the most out of his pond over here, his puddle. We do have him with a bit of fresh water through the north and a few lakes on the east. Taking a look on the east of Gorgo, we do have Bezdomniy with Vietnam, and Bezdomniy could actually do a significant amount of damage against Gorgo. You can see they're not that far away from each other, and they can go against each other at the middle of this river. I'm actually a bit concerned about Vietnam's beginning, because Gorgo has a very aggressive stance at the beginning of the game. Usually you can actually attack somebody with hoplites. If I do remember correctly, Destroyer did manage to take over an opponent with hoplites, just straight up hoplites, last week. It was still on Friday or Saturday, when we did have quite a bit of time to wait for them. Unfortunately, he did need to be stuck in traffic, and it was quite a problem. Holy marshland south of Fish, yeah, that is well, what can I say, Holy Etemenanki over here. If he does manage to get it, it's going to be quite interesting. On Thanglong, we do have a 2-2 base. He's going for his scouts. I do notice he's also going to have quite a few rivers to go to the south and the north. A lot of features, forest and rainforest, so he can get those I would say tons and his districts going. I'm not that worried about this land adjacency, but I am curious what kind of pantheon he's gonna go for. Well, there are quite a few possibilities. I don't want to speak out of place here. We're gonna see when that is chosen. I do want to point out it's an awesome possibility for him to go on the coast and settle a city over here next to those spices. He can get coastal trade routes from cap to cap with that city towards England, and you can imagine they will generate a lot of gold through this method. We're gonna see London over here also develop quite a few cities on the coast. He has an opportunity to get a city on the cattle tile over there to the north, and I do see more cities over here to the south with a lake possible as well. Cannot get an easy connection though between the lake and Pio Tahi for England as well. Oh my god, this is gonna be quite nice. The thing is, he's gonna have to go against his opponent over here. He's gonna have to go. We're gonna see England versus England at some point in the game. And wait, do I see this correctly? Do I see actually Ottomans going off the coast? Okay, interesting. He's gonna have a 2-2, but he is gonna be relatively close to the coast. Is this another continent? Ooh! Red coats, red coats, red coats, red coats, red coats. Hey, if you wanna see red coats, put your hands up. If you wanna see red coats, put your hands up. Yeah. Oh man. We're gonna need to see Destroyer also get a city owned by TD. He's gonna have an awesome advantage at the beginning of the game with that culture and gold, and we do have him with a 2-2 base underneath his city. A bit of a problem with the initial food situation because he's gonna have to swap tiles a little bit. That's not ideal, as in it does take a little bit of effort, but definitely he can do it. Work the banana, work the 1-3, work the banana, work the 1-3, and so on and so forth. Now we do have in the south over here, we do have also Noob 634 with the city of Leeds. He's gonna get those 3-2 bananas to work, 2 3-2 bananas to work, a possible +4 harbor, and of course I do notice he's gonna have quite a bit of coast. That is actually gonna help him a lot develop an empire to fight off Victoria Eleanor. We're gonna see how they're gonna fare in the long term, and I do notice there's gonna be another member of this, actually another 2 members. So we might see on this, oh, is this an island? This is an island for Aztec. One big continent Aztec on an island. I feel a remap is gonna be chosen here. Aztec on an island. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's not that bad that he's on an island, but it is kind of bad that he's gonna have one single continent, and even if he's trying to develop his city here, it's not gonna work that easy. He might actually need to take out the goals at some point, so we'll see. I mean, it's all up to KabachOk here. I'm pretty sure KabachOk is gonna be, oh, not ideal, bro, not ideal. Me no wanty. Oh, did they just spend 60 gold on a scout to discover an island? Oh man, you know, well, what can I say, man? Well, honestly, what can I say over here? When you don't know what's going on and some member of your team asks for more gold, ooh, yeah, it is what it is. Well, now KabachOk is saying they might have a problem. Which problem is that? There's no problem. Hey, good evening, Meep. Hello there, sir. Well, I guess they're asking if there is a problem. Let me take a look over here. We're probably gonna see a moderator take a peek at what they have, and we'll see how this develops. Anyway, Istanbul has 3 cities, 4 cities. We do have London with 3, 4 cities. It's fine. Anglong is fine. Who's next? KabachOk, Wassherschlange, and TRYNDA. TRYNDA is fine with the multiple cities, and I guess the only one is Aztec over here that has a bit of an issue, but he still can settle 3 cities, no problems. What does he see? He sees this. Okay. It is this. Okay. I mean, sure. Yeah, only marshlands. Yes. Oh, give me just a second here. Oh, drought in first link tile. Let's see. Where's the drought? Wait. Where is the drought? Where was the drought? Yeah, let's see. Withering drowned Asia America. Okay. Withering drowned, which is Asia America? Asia America over here on London? Was it drought over here on London? Oh, thank you, Rafifi. Good evening, sir. Hello there. How is no? This is wait. I don't think it's even possible to have a drought there. Oh, Dido tire. Oh, I see. I see. But that's not first. Oh, first ring is in this. Okay. Got it. Got it. Good. Oh, this actually is going to the west side over here. I know, right? Too many forests. It was, yeah. We're just gonna remap really quickly. Is the okay? There we go. Okay. Aztec has been lucky. Yeah, he just got a free remap. By the way, technical remaps do not actually count to that. How to say? To the vote. We don't take those in. It's just how many remap tokens. Maybe I should actually rename that to how many remap tokens have been used or something, or will be used. Is because it kind of sounds a little bit misleading if I use the other one. But anyway. We got Lassie Sir, Parent Monkey Wanzaro. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Thank you very much for telling me that. Since when was chat on the stream like that? Chat on the stream? Well, what do I mean? Oh, since yesterday. I just updated it yesterday. I think I am actually gonna need to put it a little bit on the right as well, right? Let me see. Let me actually move it a little bit. I'm still finding the correct way of putting it. Is this better? I think this is better, right? Right on the edge. Okay, so let's see what they're gonna have over here as options. New spawns. We got Phoenicia moving for his 2-2 base. He's gonna give up on that fresh water, and he's gonna get quite a few tiles to work here. The 2-2s and the 3-1 citrus. I do notice he's gonna have a much bigger option to go for the coast over here. A lot of cities to the south. Doesn't need to worry about any kind of enemy close to him. From what I can see, the closest one is Vietnam, and that's actually his ally. So again, not gonna need to worry about anything. He's gonna be simming over here. TRYNDA is gonna be happy. On his east, of course, with Vietnam going for his 2-2 base, directly settling, he's gonna have, unfortunately, a bit of a challenge to get his districts done. And as you can see, there is a possibility for him to get his quadruple tons with government plaza and so on, but he's gonna need to use all of these forests and rainforests for his districts, and there aren't that many. We're gonna see how he's gonna try to use all of these advantages. I do like the fact that he has the mountains. He's gonna get some extra adjacency over there, and we're gonna see him expand his empire. He doesn't have an opponent to go against early game. He's gonna need to actually go all the way on the coast to the east side towards the Gauls, and he does have a one-tile choke that he could easily close to actually defend against any kind of Gallic pressure, at least at the beginning of the game. We're gonna see, in the late game there are quite a few options that you can use to breach through chokes. So of course we're gonna see how fast or how slow we're gonna have TaskForceFish over here end up with a war against Vietnam. Let's see if there's anybody in the south. There is somebody in the south. We got Destroyer with Istanbul. He's gonna get a scout out. He is also gonna be behind those mountains to the south of Vietnam with a 2-tile choke towards him. That's not a lot of passageway to get his units towards his opponent. Will need to settle all of these land to the west and to the east, where he does have fresh water coming out from the lakes and some rivers, and he can settle up, and this is going to be actually quite important. You do know that Istanbul over here will get quite a few trade routes. He can settle immediately a city on the Cocoa Town to the north and get coastal trade routes with the capital city of the Gauls. We'll need to breach a little bit the fog of war because they don't see this. But I'm pretty sure it is going to be important to actually have this develop. We do have over here London. Oh wait, I didn't talk about the goals. TaskForceFish. TaskForceFish is going to have his 2-2 base. He moved one tile to the south. I do notice he is also going to have a +6 oppidum in the capital with a clear lack of other oppidums everywhere else. This is I guess no. I spoke a little bit too soon. These are good oppidums. +4, +6. Oh, this is gonna be nice. +4, +6 oppidums in the north. Another +2, I guess +3 over here with the mines around it. Another +4 over here. Okay, so he can definitely do this for the late game. I'm curious how he's gonna place all of his cities, since he settled. He moved one to the tile to the south. Now he closed off an option for him to settle a city on this side. So his only option is to go for the north over here. We're gonna see how many cities he's gonna manage to get through all of that northeast, and if he is gonna want to expand on the coast towards Vietnam. Not really an incentive to go for, like one city maybe, and that's about it. We do have on the north nobody. Mitla, east of Mitla there is KabachOk, and this time KabachOk is on the mainland. The problem is he's still gonna have one big continent, and we still one after the other. Aztec is spawning with one big continent, with quite a challenge for him to get the extra amenities and get that extra damage. We've seen players trying to go for settlers to go and acquire those amenities, but still it's quite a challenge. We do have him actually ignoring the cotton tile on the east for that extra amenity and gold from the beginning. He's gonna go for his 3-1 base to grow much faster and work the deer tile for a little bit more food and a little bit more production. Hey, bonsoir, Soldi Capybara. Hello, bienvenue. Oh, nice. I haven't seen the Ottomans in quite some time. Now that I missed them, I played so much EU4 on them. Yeah. I got it. Banagluf, also bonsoir, bienvenue. How are you, monsieur? Comment ça va? Dido with that mountain wants to die, with that volcano wants to die? What? No. He fine. Are you sure about Dido? Are you sure? I don't know. What's with the volcano? I don't. Are you sure we're talking about Dido there? I feel like England will be happy with Kilimanjaro. England, Vesuvius, you mean? And oh my god, Vesuvius and Kilimanjaro. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. We got Tenochtitlan over here pumping out that scout in 1. He can settle those spices on the east side and get awesome food. And not to mention, he's gonna have quite a few settles in this land. He's also gonna be the one right next to England, and they will probably fight each other. England, I'm talking about Eleanor. Noob 634 will probably need to fight on the land and not coastally. He is on the same coast as his allies, and he doesn't need to build a navy. I gotta say, it's not bad actually for Eleanor. It is a bit sad for us because we're not gonna see one big naval fight, but I do have to point out, well, it is what it is. We're gonna see some tanky tanks. We do have Eleanor over here with a 2-1 base. He's gonna have the 3-1-1 fish. I do see he's gonna benefit from a few 2-2s, and looking at his spawn, he is going to be incentivized to go on the coast to the south and to the northwest. He can also settle cities on this east side on the puddle, where he might actually meet some Aztec boats. We're going to see how this will develop, and of course if he is going to go for it. On the east side, awesome spawn coming up from Wassherschlange with the Mount Vesuvius and Mount Kilimanjaro. He does know about one. I don't think he knows about the other. Let's actually take a look here. Oh, he's gonna find it out. Okay, tier 6. He is gonna find out about both of his wonders. I'm pretty sure Wassherschlange is. Oh my god. So what do you think he needs to do in this scenario? By the way, he has an option to go and get another trade route capacity on the west side, or get an awesome spawn on Mount Kilimanjaro. Look at that. Go on the stone tile 4-2 base. You get some extra food coming up from that, extra yields when that mountain will explode, and it will explode. And of course to the north we do have Mount Vesuvius already increasing the yields of the tiles around it and getting that extra science, extra culture. Oh man, this is gonna be booming. It's gonna own that middle ocean. Yeah, they are gonna generate so much gold. They might need to think of some ways of using Reina there, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna generate a lot of gold. We do have to also talk about really quickly about Gorgo. Normalator here will be to the south of England and will be on the same continent as England. So those redcoats are not going to be that effective on Atlantis, but they will be effective on Pangaea. Greece does have a bit of an issue with the land available for him. Well, it's either lack of food or either lack of hills, and we're gonna see how he's gonna develop his empire. From what I can see, immediately he does have a few interesting cities, and I guess that's the problem ringing in my head right now. They're only interesting, they're not actually good cities. Like for example the copper tile. Yes, you get some extra gold, yes you get some chops, but it's not amazing, right? It's not Mount Kilimanjaro level. So they did have a technical remap. That means both of the teams still have remap tokens available for them, and we do have the remap vote started, and as you can see they are starting to put their votes in. I don't think there's a way for... Oh my god, bro, Wassherschlange. Oh, he did notice the 4-1 tile. Okay, didn't want to discover it, but he did notice the 4-1 tile. Only Noob 634 is gonna need to do a vote here. No. Okay, so no remaps. We got this map started. Get ready, boys, get ready. Go for leisure settlements and settle everything. Yes. Ooh. H Tundra, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, sir. Crispy AZ is also saying zone of control is going to own that middle tile. Why Dido off the coast? That's a good question, actually. Dido did go for his citrus settle and not the 2-2s. He wants to get a lot more growth than anything else. And I'm pretty sure he's actually going to get Cawthon over here on the west side. It's just, well, he's going to need to settle here. Maybe he's going to get Gavron Plaza to increase the yields there. Now, he only had a +2 Cawthon, so I guess he just didn't favor it that much. Each time I'm mostly a YouTube watcher. Welcome, sir. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the live stream over here. Feel free to ask anything in the chat. I try as much as possible and as soon as possible to answer all questions. We just know the map. We just found out the map, so I'm gonna put up really quickly and up the prediction over here. No remaps, and we'll see who's actually getting those points in. Let me actually take a look really quickly at the prediction, the next prediction, because we need to start it. Who will win? And it's a question between there we go. It's a question between Zone of Control and Laggers. We got 30 minutes to go for this, and I see Crispy. Hey, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Hey, Chandra, welcome. Hello. We instant sub over here. Crispy is being so generous. Thank you, sir. We do need to see all of the spawns again with their strategic resources and their opening moves. Since we do have the prediction started, be careful how you're gonna spend your points. I gotta say, you know, take your time, look at what I'm saying over here, look at their opening moves, look at their options, and then you're gonna have a possibility to put your points in with enough knowledge. On the left side, we do have a Zone of Control as a team, and I'm gonna put a team label up over here, while on the right side we do have the Laggers. Okay, there we go, team label coming up over here. Looks like we do need to see how this will develop. Let's see. We got Phoenicia with Settler coming out. I'm actually curious, where is he gonna move it? Southwest or anywhere? I guess Maystyle might be an option. Going to get that how to say, the die style. Anyway, we don't have a war going on as well. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be the southwest next to the die style, not the May style, but next to the die style. He definitely wants the extra faith, so he doesn't need to work the God King card. We do have him with an iron tile to the third ring to the north. A clear lack of horses around his empire. This is gonna be a bit awkward. He does have one off the coast to the north, and might actually need to go there with a city, which I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be incentivized to go for. Next up, we do have Thanglong, Bezdomniy with the city to the southwest. He did manage to meet the Gauls, and Vietnam is going to try to wiggle his way towards the Gallic cities, where he is trying to block the settle of the Gauls. Looks like at the moment, TaskForceFish moved to the northeast. Thanglong does benefit from a horse tile in the first ring, an iron tile in the second ring, and by the looks of it, Bezdomniy over here is gonna need to find a way to develop his empire. I'm a bit surprised he didn't go for the olive settle to the north, getting him that extra amenity and of course the city, but oh well, it is what it is. He's going to the south, and we're gonna see him put a city really quickly here. Looking in the Ottoman Empire, we do have Istanbul with that settle going directly on the Coco tile. He's gonna benefit from an extra gold, and not to mention the extra amenity, which is gonna be massively good for him. Massive advantage at the beginning of the game, allowing you and your team to acquire more tiles if you need so, or buy units if you need to. We do have another settler coming up in 5. He does have access to horses first ring with an iron tile second ring. I do notice he does also have a builder out, which I'm actually curious what is he going to improve. Going for the sheep tiles to improve here. There is no option, there is only fish. Yes, exactly. Crispy knows the biggest the fish. Barely any trees in the north, not very good land for Vietnam. That's a good point. That is a good point. He did have a few trees to settle, but that's about it, right? I guess he just prefers the adjacency of so many trees over here, even if they're kind of meh. I guess so, right, Salty? He did go for campuses first, not tons first, campuses first. So I guess he is gonna try to put another one over here, another +3. Well, it is what it is. We do have the Gaul also managing to get that settle across the waterway where Vietnam was trying to block it. And now, if the Gistat did manage to get there, he's gonna try to fend off the scout, move it somewhere else. I'm actually curious where TaskForceFish is gonna wanna go for it. If he actually wants to go, please don't go on the gypsum. He's gonna go for the gypsum, isn't he? He's actually gonna go on the gypsum. That's gonna block him off plus a 4 tile, and I'm pretty sure he knows it, but oh well, it is what it is. We do have Alpha coming up with another settler, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to settle it somewhere on the east side where there are more eels, but he does have an option to forward settle Vietnam. We do have him with the iron tile next to his city center. Another strategic resource is going to be to his south. That's the horse over there, and I'm pretty sure he's going to need to start to improve as soon as possible. Maybe we're going to have some aggression over here through the one tile choke against Vietnam. We do have also Aztec with Tenochtitlan coming up with settle in 1. He did go on the west side with the first settle and got the bananas worked. We do have him building up some monuments, and from what I can see, a +3 campus can be done there. KabachOk is going to need to do something about England to the south, and you can already see he has an eager warrior and a scout next to that enemy city of London. London, Noob 64 was forced to back settle to the south, and we do have another settler coming out. KabachOk, what he's trying to do with these units over here is block any kind of settle to the north. It was a good settle on the right tile if he did manage to get it over there. Well, KabachOk here does have an iron tile next to the city of Tenochtitlan, and I do see a horse tile in the north in the second ring, which he can use to acquire those strategic resources. How fast he's gonna try to go for something like that, I'm not so sure. We're gonna need to see. It looks like he is trying to forward settle his opponent over here, and we might see some early aggression develop in the next 20 to 30 turns. And we do have immediately a second settle from England on Mount Kilimanjaro, where you do see that oh my god, the volcano exploded. 4-3 tiles. Oh my god, bro. 2-4-3 tiles and then a 4-2 in the capital. He's growing so fast, he's not gonna care about anything. Building one of those monuments in 4 times, from what I can see. He does need to actually buy another tile over here to make this a little bit better. And he is gonna settle on the second continent on the west side, the green continent, for an extra trade route. So you have to remember, England over here does benefit quite a bit if he does have multiple continents around it, because he gets extra trade routes from each, trade route capacities from each of them. We do have him with an iron tile to the west side. He has horses in the second ring, and an amazing possible campus. A +5 to the north of Stoke-upon-Trent, a +2 with a possibility to increase it with harbor into a +3. Looking at Eleanor, Noob 64 is still trying to figure out what to do over here with his settler. It looks like KabachOk is gonna pressure a little bit more with the Eagle Warrior. He's gonna wanna see what England is gonna do with that settler, and by the looks of it, England is trying to move to the east. Now, back settling again. This is kind of awkward here for Noob 64. We might see him try to go to the north over there, even though, well, I guess we're gonna need to see if KabachOk is gonna try to cut him off. Slinger coming out from London in 1. He has 2 of those horses to work in the north of the city of London. 1 in the first ring, 1 in the second ring, and I do see in Bristol he does have an iron tile to benefit from in that city. We do need to see, of course, Noob 64 get some big brain moves on Aztec, because look at this, KabachOk already coming to the south with that settler towards his opponent. If he keeps on settling over here, he's gonna get the positioning, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna allow England to get his A game going. And that's one thing that you have to take into account. Eleanor, England is usually a much more sim-like civilization at the beginning of the game, like pre-turn 50 or something. After 1050, when he starts getting his theater squares going, when he has a little bit of science and so on and so forth, it can do very well. But early game is just, wow, problematic. We do have Greece over here with Normulator. Unfortunately, he got pillaged, and from what I can see, his pasture got burnt to a crisp. We do have him with another settler coming up in 1. He did settle that city that I was talking about, Ephesus, for a little bit of gold, but again, he has like interesting settles, but not any good settle. You know, like Ephesus, yes, extra gold, chops, some 2-2s. Then he's gonna get like this one on the right style, or either one of these on the right style. Again, some tutus, some extra food, not amazing. To the north, he's gonna have a clear lack of resources over here, clear lack of production and food, so he's probably not gonna be incentivized to go for. And then that's about it, right? The west side, again, a lot of tutus, not good. A cattle tile, a lot of tutus, not good. It's just, I don't know, mediocre spawn over here for Normulator. Especially when you do compare these two spawns, England to the north with such an amazing one, and one to the south. Wow, this is just wow. There's no comparison. Also gives him the free military unit, which is helpful early game to explore the farm. Yeah. Also that. Also with this land, the hardest issue is which juicy setter. I know, right? That is a. Wait. Why did Greece give up the position on the sheep? What? Didn't he have a slinger there or a unit there? Am I confused on this one? Didn't he have two units, one on the 1-2 and one on the 2-2? What happened here? Why did he retreat? It's only one scout, bro. It's only one scout. Oh well. Finally, I'm hosting a TRYNDA game. Yes, exactly. We managed to get some vision on TRYNDA over here. Maybe it's an actual, not the. Wait, this is Normulator. This is Normulator. This is not Noob 64. Is Eleanor. It's the other England. Noob 64 has 3 cities. He did protect his tiles. It's yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, we're gonna see. Maybe he's a little bit rusty. He's a little bit rusty. He hasn't been playing in quite some time, so I don't know. Maybe that's it. Well, we'll see. It's the first day of football here in the US, so I'm distracted. Oh, I see how it is. Football, American football, right? Not soccer, not European football. The real one on the. Oh my god, a player, bro. Oh no, you did not just start that conversation there. We got 10 more turns for the Ancient Era to switch into the Classical one. I'm pretty sure most of the players are gonna try to get their Era score going. We do have a few of them lacking it, 17, 17, 18, 16 on the Zone of Control team. But as soon as they start discovering wonders and so on, and not to mention discover more land, get more units and so on, they might actually get those points anyway. We do see TRYNDA is starting to... Nikita from OnSpotTV. Oh my god. We do have TRYNDA getting those settles over here to the west side in the coast. I'm actually expecting him to put that cotton over here, somewhere over here. I'm curious if he's gonna try to use his Gavro Plaza to increase the yields, or what is he gonna try to do as a setup. We do have him going for the traders, and I do see him getting one by him. Actually 2 by him. He can take out Anshan really quickly, and he doesn't need to worry about some early aggression. Oh, I just noticed he has a connection towards Greece, and he can take out one of the cities of Greece, Ephesus. We might not see Greece realize the danger he's in until it's too late. He doesn't have vision over Phoenicia. Actually, nobody has vision over Phoenicia yet. Vietnam to the east side is his ally, and of course, Vietnam has other priorities over here to keep in check Ottomans to the south and keep in check the Gauls. We will see TRYNDA need to get a navy and bang Ephesus to smithereens. That will also give him a disembarkment, a choice to go for the capital city of Greece. Maybe go for the kill over here. Well, we know if it was real football. I think there's a real football. Is there such a thing of real football? Man, the realest football is in the movies. You know, that is what, you know. When is Nikita going to join? Like it says in that, I don't know who Nikita is. Is that Nikita from Escape from Tarkov? We can get Nikita from Escape from Tarkov. If I keep on streaming Escape from Tarkov, I'm gonna get Nikita on my stream, bro. Make us famous! Oh, no, please don't actually do, how to say, dox. I believe that's doxing. We shouldn't actually use real names and stuff like that. Come on, bro. Probably never if I actually know Jack the Ripper. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what is in his mind. He's been extremely, how to say, confrontational for nothing. The only true football is Australian football. Playing upside down is harder. Oh. Yeah. Well, it is. Every yeah. What can I say? Every season skewed over there. Okay, so really quickly here, I do want to take a look at the pantheons because we do have quite a few of them. God of War and Plunder coming up on Dido. We will see him generate quite a few annual points, and of course if he's going for the merchants, he's gonna get the merchants. We do have Vietnam over here with fertility rights coming up on his 3 cities, and I do see he's already starting to work his tiles. He's going for the food here. He really wants to work more tiles with the extra population he's going to generate. Already has 2 of these campuses, a +3 and a +4, and I do notice he's going to get another monument here in Can Tho. Didn't actually start his Thun setup. The Thuns I'm not sure how to pronounce them. The Thuns are the unique districts of Vietnam. He's gonna get their replacement encampments, and he will get extra adjacency for culture between them. So we'll see how this will get there. We got over here Ottomans with 3 cities. He's gonna go for his campus. I do see another one coming up from Halep, and I do also notice we've got traders moving between his cities. No Pantheon yet though, and of course the city of Halep does already mean he's gonna get the connection with the Gauls. He does need to discover all of this coast, and I think he actually did. Let me actually take a look over here. Oh, 1 tile! Come on, discover the 1 tile. You see this 1 tile? It's blocking him from connecting his empire. Oh no, there are actually a few more tiles. He needs to discover these as well. 3 tiles need to be discovered so he can connect his connect his land to the Gauls. You can place tons on tiles without feature. Yes, you can place them without features. He doesn't have a triple. He's probably, yeah, there we go. He's probably gonna set them up over here somewhere, like 3-4 of them. He can get one from Thantho here. Yeah, it's fine. Like three. Well, only 3 of them. The 4th one cannot be settled unless he puts a city in the south. It is what it is. Wait, what, they buffed Vietnam? Well, was that a change that BBG did? Might be. Honestly, I'm not sure. We do see some chops coming up from TaskForceFish. He did get his trade route, and by the looks of it, I'm pretty sure he's now looking to send it to Halep. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. We did have him working the city of Bravo on a 2-3-1 tile, getting the builder coming up in 2, and from what I can see, Bezdomniy is sniffing around trying to block his development of the quarries on the stone tiles. We do have a slinger buy coming out from Bravo. Interesting. Looks like Montezuma with the stone circles did manage to acquire that quite early, and that was probably a deny from TaskForceFish, so he doesn't get to improve all of those stones and quarries, and the gypsum would have been amazing for the goals over here. We do need to see what kind of pantheon he's gonna get. There are still quite a few options, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna be fine anyway. We do have KabachOk with horse style improved. I do see another settler coming up in 6 turns from Tenochtitlan. Magnus establishing in 3 turns, and he is gonna get that for settle to the south. Gonna build. He got a builder. He actually got a builder from England. I mean, delete the builder, bro, because that is Eagle Warrior is not going anywhere. Oh my God, what's gonna happen here? Settler. Woo woo. Oh my God, look at that settler, bro. Okay, so shift entering the way here. It looks like KabachOk was a bit too late on the buttons. He's gonna need to get that builder I would say deleted, because otherwise he's gonna give an option to England to go for it. Does he have a promotion? Maybe that's what he's waiting. So I think the archer attack should only be 2 experience points, not 3 experience points. So that might be a problem. He's just waiting over here for the 2 double shots. Maybe Noob64 is gonna double shot him, and if he does that, he's gonna give his. I mean, there's a chance to take out the Eagle Warrior, but there's a much higher chance for KabachOk to upgrade the warrior with a promotion, which will give him the health to move back. That's why KabachOk is not moving. He's aware he needs to promote this Eagle Warrior. We do have religious settlements coming out from Noob64. Already has 3 cities with another one coming out soon. He's getting blocked over there to the north, and of course KabachOk will need to get a lot more settlers out. Kabab making it look easy. Yes, exactly. Is brushing things off over there. Kab is obviously keeping the builder. It's him. Yeah, he's not giving up on it. Man, what can I say? He snatched that. He's not giving up on that. Oh, look at Noob. Like realizing he might actually give the Eagle Warrior a promotion. He is gonna go against the scout here, so he clears the way for his next settle. While we do notice KabachOk realize this is happening. Oh my god, and moves out of the range of the archer. Not to mention in the forest, only in the English warrior might actually try to block him here. Doesn't have a clear way of doing it, and I'm pretty sure the builder will be safe. We can move forward and see what's going on here. God of the Sea picked up by England. He's going to get that nice and juicy extra production on his fish, and I guess resources on the sea. We do have him with more settlers from Stoke-upon-Trent and Birmingham. Another Royal Navy dockyard is coming up from Leeds. 3 of them to go for, and of course the galleys are already in the water. He's getting free galleys whenever he's building Royal Navy dockyards on his own continent, so easy peasy. I'm actually wondering, oh, he's keeping it for extra strength here. Why is he keeping, like, these are just gold, like this is just useless gold spent. He should really delete the galleys. I don't know why he's keeping the galleys, especially this one in Stoke-upon-Trent. I understand he wants some extra strength there, but Greece is never gonna join the war against him. Yeah, Greece will have totally other problems, like totally different problems. Kalawal, good evening, sir. Only special districts need features as Vietnam, except harbors from shore. That is not special. Yeah, is that a sea or a puddle? This is a sea, I guess. It's an inland sea. This is a puddle. This is a sea. This is another puddle. Yeah, this is a puddle. I mean, honestly, I call all of the inland seas puddle. So I guess this is a puddle. A puddle. I like to say puddle. I love how TRYNDA talked bad about Wassherschlange a whole game today playing against him, and now they are on the same team. Wow. Yeah, did he actually talk bad about him? I know he wanted to steal Wonder from his ally earlier from Infinite. I was on his stream and he saw that he can actually build an awesome Stonehenge with Greece, and he was like, Infinite, you're China, why do you need Stonehenge? Like, can I have it? You have no stone. And China was like, nope. What do you mean? I'm China, bro. Don't steal my wonder. Let's take a look at Gorgo here. I did notice God of Open Sky on Normulator. He is repairing his sheep tires, but did need to get a new builder to do so. Going for Moksha in the capital city, going for more settlers, and I do notice, oh no. Oh no. Did he never discover this? Oh, he does know about this. He does know that there is an open waterway towards him. I guess he doesn't know about Dido. That's the missing piece of information. He doesn't know about where Dido is. Let's see if he could have foreseen this. So they know there's a massive water here to the west of Brussels. They don't know where Phoenicia is, but they do know that Vietnam is here. So the only possible positions for Phoenicia are gonna be like what? here, right? Here somewhere, and then it's gonna be to the north of England. So yeah, he could have foreseen this. Oh man. I mean, any one of his allies could have foreseen this. TRYNDA, for some reason, didn't want to play in normal Greece and did some religious cheese and mocked Wassherschlange for playing to meta. Oh, I see how it is. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he did well with that spawn on Gorgo with some religious cheese. Did he actually get... how do you call it? Did he actually get Stonehenge? I don't know if he got Stonehenge. I had to leave the stream because I had... how to say, to do some training for tomorrow, which I feel like I'm extremely underprepared, by the way, for the competition tomorrow, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so we're gonna see, unfortunately, an attack here from Phoenicia on Mycenae. Well, I say unfortunately because there is a really strong possibility that Mycenae is gonna fall to those biremes. These are 35 strength, and the city centers of Greece are only 10 garrison defense strength. It's still gonna take a few hits on that city center, and we will probably gonna see a builder buy here, a warrior buy. They do have at the moment 40 gold on normulator, and from what I can see, they will acquire quite a bit of gold every turn. 4 on noob, 11 on destroyer, 6 on task, 6 on norm. So in 2 turns they should get enough gold to buy one of those. Is he going sailing? He's not going sailing. He's going bronze working. Oh, I'm saying because he's not gonna get a galley. The galley is gonna save him. Like the warrior is not gonna save him. These are way too strong if they attack into Mycenae. That's gonna be a problem. Are the galleys that have emerged from the Royal Navy not free of service? That's a good question, actually. Are they or are they not? Don't they actually require gold? They should require gold, right? Let's see. I think only there are a few that pop and they're free, but not on England. England. That's something that Victoria. This a free melee unit and a rectangular construction grants you a copy of the strongest naval you can build. I don't think so. I don't think it doesn't say it's free. Again, you just get a copy of the strongest naval unit you can build. That's it. It doesn't say if it's free of charge. I guess we can take a look at the gold generation when he's gonna get a new one. We're gonna see this one to the north. Maybe he's gonna get it over here in the north. Okay, let's see. Greece. Oh, I think only the tagmas are free of charge when you get them, but they specifically mention, if you take a look at the hippodrome, you get the units granted from this district do not have a resource maintenance cost. This, you know, they already say this. Anyway, coming up on Eleanor, England, we do have him with 4 cities at the moment, and Aztec did manage to snatch away that builder from it. He's going happily to his back line, to his settles. We do have the attack about to begin on Mycenae, and from what I can see, Greece is putting a slinger there. Okay, well, I guess that slinger is gonna have fun throwing rocks at the biremes. Can we imagine, actually, like from the biremes perspective, you go like with a massive ship with multiple ships, and there are like people on the coast throwing rocks at you. What? Oh, I just realized actually oh my god, bro. The chat. Maybe I should lower the chat window here. Give me a second. Maybe I should do that really quickly. Can I do that? No. Okay, let's actually do it like this. What do you think, chat? Is this a better location for chat? I'm still trying to figure out how to min-max this UI so it feels, you know, it feels integrated. Okay, it's better. Okay, it's better like this. Okay, great. I just realized it was overlapping the Premier League logo. I'm sorry. Yesterday we didn't have the Premier League logo. I'm sorry. Anyway, popping into the classical era, and we do see more bindings coming out from Phoenicia. I'm actually quite surprised he didn't take over the city of Anshan. That would have been easy peasy for him to take over. He did attack into it. He just immediately repositioned his units towards Mycenae, and boom, we got an attack on that city center through the water and the land. The scout did come out from the south, and the Mycenae is gonna be doomed. They might actually save Ephesus, but man, that TRYNDA is doing the attack. Double wham slam, city is down. Normalator over here is gonna have a problem. Only 2 cities. He is gonna have a few more settlers popping out of his cities. Not a lot of defensive units in Ephesus, and he doesn't have strength. He did have a galley option. Wait, he actually discovered sailing and he didn't build a boat? Oh, well, that's a problem. That is a problem. Can you imagine? Oh, wait, what? TRYNDA bite him? What? He raised the city and then... Oh, man. Now we know why the Slinger is gonna have so much fun over there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, look at the Slinger. He could have actually just went into the marshland and keep throwing rocks over there. Ha! Bite him, I'm gonna get you. And you can see him ting 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 ting. You can imagine from the bottom you just hear the tings on the wood. The thongs. How do you call it? Thong, right? That's the correct sound. Thong. Anyway, let's quickly take a look at their Golden Age options, and then we do have to talk about the city-states. We got Normalator with a pen, brush, and voice Golden Age on the Greek Empire. It looks like TaskForceFish is gonna have a pen, brush, and voice with horseback acting coming up in 4. He did start up his... Wait. He did start up his Oppidum product. What? Wait, really? Have you... Like, what was that gathering on the city of Bravo over there? Oh, really? Wow, okay, well, that city is 28 strength. He did pop the swordsman out of the city, so that's not gonna happen. And I guess Vietnam did realize it's too late. Anyway, destroyed here with a pen, brush, and voice Golden Age. He is generating a decent amount of gold, 3 cities now, and he still did not manage to discover the land towards the northeast. Ah, come on, bro. You gotta pop this tile. You see this tile over here? It's extremely important for their empire development. Especially those coastal trade routes. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Vietnam did manage to sneak in, burned his campus on fire, and lit his campus on fire. And from what I can see, Ottomans did build a few archers to defend against it. Still going for his settlers. He has a bit of... Man, somebody clip that. Really, like, did you guys click it? You gotta click it. Like, click the clip button. Oh man. Do I even have? I think I have, right? Oh my god, bro. This actually happened. So Ottomans did not link his units, and he moved the scout first without the settler. So it's just wow, bro. I can only imagine the pressure on TaskForceFish keeps on building. You know, you I know him to be one of those guys that really doesn't like mistakes, like as in he doesn't do mistakes. That's why he doesn't. I deduced that he doesn't like them. So you can imagine seeing, oh, I lost a city, then oh, I lost a settler, then oh, I lost a city, then oh, I lost a settler. He's like, what is going on, bro? Oh, they're finishing my tiles. I can only imagine the horror in the chat room right here. Oh my god, we're gonna have to see what his opinion is after the stream. Oh, again, these are only suppositions. I don't actually know what's going on in the chat room, but I would imagine in the voice room they will have a bit of a lower morale, and that will cost them quite a bit throughout the game. Maybe, and that's one of the things that separates the pro teams versus the teams that are starting the training teams, the teams in training, I would say, is the fact that they do know how to keep in check their emotions, so they don't actually go overboard, and they do try as much as possible to protect their allies and re-establish their focus on the game. We do have Destroyer with that pen brush and voice getting the campuses rebuilt, and I do see him expanding to the south here. Noob 64 is also going to have a pen brush and voice with multiple cities coming out from him. He did manage to get a new builder, and is going to try to get an encampment from the city of Hull, not a first city encampment. That's going to take a while to build, and of course he's going to need to put a lot of production coming up in his tiles. We do have also Bezdomniy on the other side on the Laggers team. Bezdomniy with a pen brush and voice golden age on Vietnam, still on 3 cities. He started up his tons production, and you do see he finally is going to get a city to the north. There is a Phoenician scout over there that is going to help him out, give some vision, so he knows that city is going to be safe to settle, safe to move. Audience chamber coming up in 3 from Thanglong. I do see he's generating a decent amount of science and culture already on 22 and 31. Bezdomniy over here doing his best to develop that empire nicely. Horses coming up from Donghoi in 4. I do see a settler also moving towards the southwest, probably gonna try to get a city over here. Maybe he should actually get a connection city with Phoenicia on the coast. If he does manage to get it to the city of Brussels, towards the north of the city of Brussels, he can trade coastally with Phoenicia. But it will put him quite close to Ottomans. He needs to be careful. We do have KabachOk with a pen brush and voice golden age, 5 cities, and I do notice he is going to get poked a little bit by TaskForceFish. That's fitting, right? We do have commercials coming up from multiple cities of his. He got his ancestral hall, which I gotta say, it's a bit weird as an option over here. I do understand you do want those free builders, but you do need to also go tall, so it's a bit weird when it comes to the food generation that he's going to need to get towards his cities. We're going to need to see if he's going to manage to do whatever he needs to do so he can probably work his empire. He did start up Temple of Artemis from Tenochtitlan, and I do notice, of course, that's going to give him the necessary food in his capital, and not to mention a lot of amenities. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible amenities. Oh, TaskForceFish moves in. We do have him needing to get something done over here. Of course, first of all, it's going to be to lit on fire the sheep tile, or move on the Temple of Artemis to stop it from building. We do have KabachOk with a clear lack of defense here, but I don't think he's going to be that, how to say, that annoyed with that happening. Anyway, we do have Wassherschlange with a pen brush and voice golden age on 5 cities England. He did put Plymouth in the southeast. He's gonna get 3 more turns until that Royal Navy dockyard, and I do see Leeds coming up in 4 turns with a campus. That's going to be a +3 campus. He also has 17 science with 24 culture. Is to the north of Gorgo, which is barely on 6 and 15. Did manage to get a few boats out from Ephesus, so he's not going to lose that city at least. But we do see Phoenicia is still struggling to get the city of Anshan. Come on, Phoenicia, what are you doing? Take the city, bro. Like, take the city. Take out the city. Terminators are coming. We do have TRYNDA also with pen brush and voice on Dido. Still on 3 cities, needs to get a lot more. I do see a settler coming up from that city over there. Vasor challenge, is this instead of Wassherschlange or something? We do have him also declaring out-drafted easy win. Well, I guess we're gonna see if that's actually gonna be the case. Ancestral hall coming up from his city center. Oh man, I really don't like this. Like, please, no more ancestral halls. Come on, guys. You can go safely back to audience chamber. It's the way. Who taught you this ancestral hall? It's stopping you from being awesome to the game. Commander King, good evening, sir. Did Dido get the other normalator city? No, he did not. He got stopped over there by the fact that he lost his biome in the puddle. You see this biome is just standing there. I'm not gonna get to heal, not gonna get to delete. It's just standing there. CS Civilization Slaughter. KW. Brazil is played in Monumentality. Yeah, but I've seen quite a few players go for Pembrashe and Voice Brazil also, so I wouldn't be surprised of that. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. He just got Governor Liang promotion. I was wondering, like, what happened here? Why for 4 tiles? Kick W. Anyway. In the city-states, we do have Samarkand and Cahokia coming up for the trade. We got Hattusa, Mitla, and Anshan coming up for science. I do see Brussels, Hong Kong, and Johannesburg and Buenos Aires are going to be spawned for that industry bonus they're going to give them. Vilnius, Rapa Nui, and Kumasi will be the ones for culture, and we do need to see, first of all, what are they going to do? No holy sites, no holy site city-state, no holy site civilization, so that's fine. And then we don't have any military ones. So that's, I guess, fine. We're gonna see them trying to fight in the science, in the culture, and then get the bonuses from something else. I do notice TaskForceFish is gonna give up on attacking Vietnam to the west, or is he not? Oh my god, he's getting cities on the west and getting cities on the east. He's trying to forward settle 2 of his opponents at the same time. Look at him go. TaskForceFish did manage to get those oppidums. Wait, did he just build an oppidum? Okay, never mind, that's from Charlie. I was wondering, like, did he just give up on that amazing spot to the south for that not so amazing spot to the north? No, he did not. Okay, it's fine. And we got the Oppidum +4 in the capital, a possible +6 when he's going to get the one to the south. Actually, it's going to be +7 with the second mine. I do notice he's starting to generate quite a bit of faith and culture from his mines. He did manage to go for God of Craftsman, getting himself an extra point of production and faith from each of his strategic resources improved. The reason he's having so many amazing horses and amazing Harden. We do have him actually going to the north over here, not staying on the coast towards Vietnam. And I do notice over there he is going to have good horses to improve and get that extra production. He has more cities. Probably the cattle tile is going to be the way to choose here. And yeah, we'll see. A lot of cities, very quick, a lot of cities development. Okay, so looking at the stats here, there is a clear advantage when it comes to Bezdomniy and Wassherschlange, but we do have a Destroyer and TaskForceFish trying to catch up. Normalator is always going to be on the catch up from now on, because yes, he's going to have his Acropolises coming out, but that's a lot of culture, not enough of science. He's going for Magnus in the city of Ephesus. Okay. I'm a bit surprised about this choice because, well, first of all, Magnus usually does give you the extra production for chops, which is good. He has 4 chops. If he's planning to chop something out, let's go. But then you don't really get benefits afterwards unless you go for trade routes, and well, I don't think this is a good city to actually send trade routes to. You do need your Cavern Plaza from there. You do need other bonuses from there. Is this from Sparta? Yeah, so this is from the capital city. On the other side, I was expecting him to go for Pingala because he has a clear lack of science, nor does he have a lot of good science campuses, like campuses to put, location for his campuses, anyway, or timing for his campuses. So in the long term here, he will probably lose Ephesus to the Phoenician aggression. It's just about how fast Phoenicia can actually get those caravels, and if he can manage to take over Anshan. I see he has a clear problem attacking into Anshan. Anshan did get a boat, did get a warrior, and oh my god, this is quite a fight over here. Anshan was putting such a big fight against, and he's still putting quite a bit of fight against the Phoenicia here. Pizza Lord, good evening, sir. Welcome. Well, we do have Aztec with multiple commercials coming out of his series. There will be a war over here, or at least a competition for the merchants. He's the only one doing them, and I do see a 2.31. A fire axis crash, or fire axis what? Okay. Oh, I see. TaskForceFish fire axis. Oh, this is unsettling. He usually doesn't fire axis. Anyway, England over here to the north would actually not surprise us if he's gonna try to go against Greece anytime soon. Greece doesn't have the moment classical units, but he does have unfortunately pressure from the south in the form of Phoenicia, which will force him to go both ways, and this is gonna be important. England somehow needs to do something to put the pressure on the land against Greece. Not a lot, you know, just a bit to make him aware that he's gonna need to discover medieval era land units instead of going for the Renaissance era naval units for the cartography. So looking at what's going to need to happen over here, we're probably going to need to see a few horses coming up from Wassherschlange to poke a little bit at the cities of Greece. Again, just poke at it, force him to get a few hoplites, force him to get a few men-at-arms or stuff like that to defend against this, not really take over cities and so on. If you can, I mean, go for it, but I don't think that's going to happen here. Hoplites are quite efficient. I'm actually a bit surprised we didn't see von Vesuvius get settled. Birmingham can send a city over there to the east side and get some of those tiles worked. Definitely can even settle that on the J tile and get it. He didn't want to settle Plymouth, which was on the other side of Stoke-upon-Trent, allowing him to get to work some more of those Mount Kilimanjaro tiles. And needs to be careful how he's gonna split those tiles up. Tannhaus, good evening, sir. I mean, builder steal, settler steal, city kill. If laggers lose this, they messed up so badly. Yeah, that is true. Or not only messed up, but I gotta say, you know, maybe Destroyer and TaskForceFish can actually pull this team out of poo-poo, out of poodoo. We're gonna see if he's gonna manage to do it. There's always that chance. There's always that possibility. I do also notice Aztec did manage to build that Temple of Artemis next to Tenochtitlan. He did push that Gaelic scout out, and we do have the sheep tile actually pillaged over here. Well, he's gonna get a builder then and re-improve it. We do have also him positioning his builders so he can chop other builders. So he can also put down campuses over there to the north of Aztec. That's gonna be a +3 next to the mountains, and he's gonna need to get quite a few more yields. We do also need to see what's happening over here. KabachOk actually managed to get one of his horses right in the face of England to force him to build an army, and you do see London getting a boat out. You see Preston already has a boat in to defend against this aggression. There's no actual way for KabachOk to take out his opponent here, but he can definitely put a lot of pressure on his opponent. And I think that's what he's doing over here. We do also notice we got another city from England in the south, Brighton. Not an amazing city, but it can be worked. And we do notice KabachOk is at the moment ignoring the fact that he would need a little bit more military. He's just poking enough to destabilize Noob, not take him out. Which is extremely important. I gotta say, it is extremely important. Well, gotta go sleep early. Oh, have a good evening, Player Z, and I hope you're gonna have some good sleep over there. Gamescom. Wait, Gamescom? You're going to Gamescom? Amazing, bro. Have a good day at Gamescom. Maybe you can share with us something that you found out over there. You know, maybe new information, maybe new games. Put them in my Discord. Put it in my Discord. Yeah. Yay. Well, we do see over here Ottomans with 4 cities and coming up with destroyer going against Brussels. I do also notice Vietnam is building some defensive units. His horses in Hong Kong. He did settle that city on the, what was it, the coffee tile, I believe, over there. Yeah, on the coast. And I do notice Hong Kong is going to put quite a bit of a fight over here to not lose his city center. We do have Bezdomniy immediately realizing he's going to need to do some projects to get a general and try to get as many advantages on Ottomans as possible on that army, so he doesn't lose his position. We do have him also boxing in Ottomans as much as possible, and there is a danger here for Ottomans, and that's the timing for those Janissaries. The Janissaries are extremely strong units for their era. They are replacement musketmen and they can do so much damage against their opponent. Sadly, no 2K, so there won't be a revealing any Civ. Wait, really? No 2K, no 5 axis? Don't they have that reveal maybe later on this year? I don't know about Civ 7, but they do need to reveal the other game. What was it? The one with oh man, totally forgot. The superhero game or something like that. Totally forgot how it's called. I always hope when entering the stream on the Netherlands pack, but they don't pick Wilhelmina. Yeah, Kutupus, I'm sorry, man. Wilhelmina is just not getting favored. Yeah, that is sad. We gotta give big props to Leech, though. He did play it. Kvate, yeah, the Marvel card game. No, well, I guess it's the Marvel XCOM game or something like that. XCOM type game. I'm actually really looking forward to play that. I'm really looking forward to play that. They scared of the mighty Wilhelmina. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants Wilhelmina. You know, they don't want to reveal the mighty Wilhelmina to anybody. That's why they're doing like this. Anyway, Anshan looks like it might actually fall next turn. Finally, oh my god. The Phoenician Quadrim is taking out chunks of that city center's health, and we do have another carry coming out the next turn. We might actually see it. Oh, it might actually survive another turn, Pepega. We do need to see Gaius Dulius also arrive over there on the scene and direct stuff. It's gonna give a little bit of bonus to the Quadrim, and that's about it. We do have wait, is it? I think Quadrims are classical, right? Yeah, they are classical. We do have over here still 3 cities on Greece. Wait, is this a safety settler? What do you think, chat? Is he gonna settle in place, or is he gonna try to safety settle somewhere behind England? Is he realizing he's already doomed? That's just like giving up and, you know, getting your toys and getting out of the game? Chat, what do you think of this? Bro, come on, bro. Come back to the light. Of course not safety. Okay, Demonar. Okay. Whew. Yeah. Demonar gives us an insight over here. Thank you. Thank you. Is it a good city? Well, we'll see. And you say trade with England. We'll see if he's actually going to trade with England. England at the moment doesn't have a plan to settle a settler over there. And from what you can see, it will be only land units. That is a good one, by the way. If he does manage to connect his trade routes with England, it's going to be a good one. We're going to see if he does do that. We do have in the north England putting another settler to the south of Birmingham towards his opponent over here towards Greece, planning out his development, 24 science and 34 culture for a later on attack, not right now. He does have 7 pop in Birmingham, 8 pop in Stoke upon Trent, and getting those amphitheaters in 3. Yeah, looks like he is gonna try to get a lot of science fans from freeing within the second era by the looks of his positioning over here. I do hope we're gonna see some form of attack in the medieval era against their opponents. We do have 10-20 turns until next era, so it's gonna take a while to develop these empires, but it does look like Wassherschlange has a clear advantage on Normulator. We got also TaskForceFish managing to get 18 science and 23 culture, still keeping his stats low, but you can see how he's planning out multiple cities. We got 2, 4, 6, and an 8 over here from Mitra. He did manage to build a few of these swordsmen and send them on their merry way towards his city state on the east, which will put him in direct attack range of the Aztec cities of Teayo. We do need to see TaskForceFish also get a bigger army if he wants to go there. I do notice he's building more horses. Maybe he is going to try to get some attacks done against Vietnam. Wait, did that actually burn? Oh my god, the campus got pillaged and burned to a crisp. That is a problem. Anyway, we do have Brussels also getting pushed by Ottomans, getting the position of Vietnam. It looks like Bezdomniy is going to try to snatch that away from him. If the city is too low in HP and that horse can sneak in and take it over, he will probably do it. Now, we do have also Aryabata coming up from Istanbul, and from what I can see, more settlers. A destroyer can pull off an amazing attack when it comes to that Janissary push. I'm actually curious if he's gonna go that way, because we haven't seen Ottomans in a game for so long. Well, I guess people stopped respecting the Janissaries that much. We're gonna see if, of course, Bezdomniy is gonna be aware of them and prepare accordingly. Can he prepare? That's the question. Those are such a strong unit. Finally, we do have TRYNDA putting out more settlers. He's going to get some in the north and some on the west side. Did manage to take over the city of Anshan. Oh, man, that took a long time. We do have him with another settler here. He's just pumping out settlers like there's no tomorrow. He's going to be like on 10 cities so fast. So good, so fast. Now, we do have KabachOk in trouble, though. He's chewing a little bit more. No, he's, how to say... biting more than he can chew. I think that's the correct expression. He is, well, poking a little bit too much on 634, but not enough to actually do any kind of significant damage other than just forcing England to get some units out. He's also getting pushed by the Gauls on the west side. He's going to need to get an army here, and if he doesn't, he might be under attack and with the possibility to lose a city. Wait, Farsalos building at Temenangi? Okay. Right expression, thank you. Yeah, biting off more than he can chew. Yeah, and in the meantime, KabachOk is trying to get quite a few more settlers out. The good thing is he did build the ancestral hall 4 settlers, so he can expand fast. The bad thing is when you talk about long-term development here, he doesn't really have space for 12 to 15 cities, so he's gonna have a cap on that one. Not to mention he's gonna have a bit of an issue trying to I would say get his full districts going. He's going to need a lot of districts in the late game, especially those encampments, especially the other stuff. So it is going to be an issue. We do have Gaul over here coming up with those 3 swordsmen. Doesn't really have any kind of support units, nor does he have at the moment general for them to move faster. But of course, with the horses, he's going to get on the city of Mitra. We might actually see him try to push Teayo. It is in striking distance. Sadly, the point that Vietnam keeps the forest and rainforest under the districts only means that those districts will be completely burned if the forest fire burns. Yeah, I know, but that is so weird, right? That is honestly so weird. Well, I guess we're gonna see how that affects him. Wait. Where is this going? Is this gonna go on the rice style? Like, which rice style? Is this gonna be non-fresh? Chat? What is... I'm baffled by normal... What is Normulator doing, please? He's clearly moving his settler to the east. That I understand. But to the east, we have only a few options for him to go for. and he already knows Dido is on his coast. Is he gonna actually give more cities to Dido? Demonar, you know what is in the mind of Normulator. He's gonna settle the rice on the lake. So he's gonna settle in front of that biting and take it out with the archer. That's what's gonna happen here. Also, Trojan Man, good evening, sir. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Well, we'll see how this develops. 15 turns to get the city of Pharsalos on 2 population to actually build a Temenanki. Oh, man, that's a long time. We got 3 turns for Stonehenge. In Stoke-upon-Trent, I didn't see the begging, but I assume he wants more coastal cities to have a fighting chance. The beginning, you mean? Oh, the beginning, okay. I mean, yeah, more cities would give him a fighting chance, but is there a fighting chance against Dido? I don't think there is a fighting chance against Dido. Like, there's at this point, there's no fighting chance against Dido. It's like 3 cities, 4 cities max against 10 cities. While I understand he doesn't know this, we know this. So I guess we're gonna need to see if that's what he wants to do there. Yeah, unfortunate though. I'm also quite a bit worried about Aztec here. We've seen this actually quite a few times from KabachOk. He does over rely on his ability to get units fast instead of the pre-builds. He doesn't like to be prepared on the possible warring sides, and unfortunately that actually makes him lose a few cities here and there because he gets surprised attacked. We're gonna need to see if he does manage to correctly predict the attacks that are gonna come against him, and of course we do need to see if TaskForceFish is gonna be interested to do so, because at the moment he has just units all over the place. We don't actually know what he wants to do with them. We do have him putting a unit towards Hanlong, where at the moment there's only one single archer defending the coast, defending the one-tile choke, and I do notice he didn't need to rebuild his campus while he is putting down other districts. Doesn't really have a standing army to speak of, but it looks like he did manage to stop the takeover of Brussels, or that city flipped a few times. So we did have Brussels repositioning his horses to the east, and I do see he did manage to get a religion here. We got missionary. Okay, what was this? Confucianism, Defender of the Faith, and Zen meditation. By the way, I do notice Ottomans did go for Lady of the Reeds and Marshes in this south. Can he use the choke just like in the 300 movie? Yeah, exactly, right? The hope lies like in the 300 movie. Or are you talking about this one over here? Oh, can you imagine hoplites jumping from those cliffs onto the boats and smashing their opponents out? Oh my god, that would be awesome, right? If you could actually do that. Oh, okay. So normally there's going another way. Where is he going? Where is he going? He just found out about that biome in the lake. I don't think he knew about the biome. I honestly don't think he knew about the biome. Jumping off may seem better than what they did till now. I don't think so, but come on, don't be that. It's not that big of a catastrophe. If you could defend with hoplite armies, one on the seas, yeah. If you could, man. Okay, so we do have a decent amount of science and culture coming up from Bezdomniy. I do also notice there's a bit of a lack of gold on TaskForceFish with -3 gold. He's gonna have a big problem. We do have also TRYNDA just settling everywhere. Oh my god, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 cities already from him, and he does have more settlers in production from his capital city. I do also notice he did manage to get the Government Plaza set up with his Cothons on the west side. And he is gonna try to get something done against the Gorgo in the southwest. I'm actually curious if he's gonna try to couple his efforts with England to do so, because they could get, for example, a Corsair slash how to say, slash general slash caravel attack against Gorgo over here and wipe him clean off the map. We might actually see from England, because he's on 28 science and 44 culture right here, still before the next era, switch into free inquiry and then try to go for the cuirassier timing. That will totally be off the ability of Greece to defend. With 7 science, it doesn't look like Northern Later is going to be anywhere near a significant advantage anytime soon. The problem is not that he has 7 science, is that he has 7 science for a long time. Then he's still going to have 7 science for a long time because he doesn't have how to grow his cities with extra food. He never actually finished his audience chamber. Okay. Yeah, so that's a big concern over there. We do have Vietnam with a few more commercials coming out. Looks like Watermill is coming up from Can Tho to giving some extra production, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to couple his economy here. Since he did get Hong Kong, this will allow both Phoenicia and Vietnam to send traders to each other. I do notice both of them are actually attacking Brussels at the moment. Yeah, both teams are at war with it. And Vietnam over here looks like he's trying to poke a little bit Ottomans. He is doing significant damage to these units of Vietnam, especially with the extra advantage that he has from his general. Destroyer is on 28 science and 28 culture. It's going to take a while to actually get to his janissaries. He's barely discovering ironworking at the moment and trying to get more cities out for more yields. Yeah. Poor Brussels, bullied by everybody. Yeah, poor Brussels, man. Brussels, not. And can you imagine if Phoenicia just swoops in and takes it over? It's gonna be like, wow, bro. 3 from both teams attack me. What is this? Not like this. Not like this. Anyway, we do have England over here with more builders, more wonders. Everybody is actually scrambling to get their era score points. Since we do have classical era ending in 9, we do need to see who's actually going to manage to get those points. I do notice Wassherschlange already on 57 out of 57. We got KabachOk 45-55. Looks like TRYNDA 44-51, but he's going to need 62 to get to a golden. Bezdomniy here also will need to get to 67 to get his golden age, which is going to be quite a lot. And then on zone of control team, we do have a bit of a lack of points here. I do also notice in the Great People screen we got admirals being acquired very quickly by Phoenicia with 9.2. Aztec did get points into Great Generals. I think he did manage to get at least 1 encampment down. I see a 1.1 point. That's only from the encampment possible. Wait, does he have... What is that encampment? What? Oh well. Okay, we got England on 1.1 point, Ottomans on 0, Vietnam on 0, and so on. I think I'm just blinded over here. I cannot see what I need to see. We do have also engineers coming up from the Gaul. He's gonna get Imhotep in 3.4, and I do see somebody disconnecting. Okay. Aztec unique building gives general points. Oh, the Tlachi, right? This one. Oh, he did build it. I didn't see when he built it. I thought he's gonna go for. Yeah, he does give it. Yeah, you're right. That's what he's doing over here. Thank you. We do have the commercials, more commercials coming out, and this is the next one that we need to talk about. In the merchant screen, we got 6.9 great merchant points a turn. England is going to be on 1.1, Gaul on 1.1, Ottomans 1.1, and it does look like Aztec is the one that's going to acquire most of them. He did manage to get Marcinius Licinius Crassus. I do notice he didn't get any extra trade route one, and of course he's going to need to That's probably why he went for merchants for the extra trade route ones, not to mention the gold from the commercials. We do have Hypatia, also recruited by Ottomans relatively early in the game. He is gonna get some advantages from it, from that nice and easy library, free library. But is he gonna get an advantage on Vietnam? That's, well, we're gonna need to see, because Vietnam is already 53 and 63 and he didn't get Hypatia. We got also a few great writers generated. Greece is on 5. We got England on 1.1, and by the looks of it, Greece is 3 with 3 musicians. He got 3 of those Acropolises going, and I'm pretty sure he's getting Acropolises from the next series anyway. We'll see how this will become an empire. We got the Normulator managing to get more cities, 8 turns away from getting a Temenaki in Pharsalos. He's still on 8 science with 45 culture. Oh my god, we're gonna see slinger armies over here, and this is gonna be an issue. We got also Wassherschlange building up his count in the amphitheaters. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna get at least a project for a writer, so he gets a nice and juicy boost in his culture. Very important for him to get the science and the culture, especially if he's gonna not go for pen brush and voice in the next era. I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna want to switch or not from a pen brush and voice to free inquiry. We'll see. Also Aero TV, I didn't say hello. Hello there, sir. Welcome. We do need to see what kind of advantages Wassherschlange is going to want to get here. He 100% can get a lot more cities, but he stopped a little bit to go and get stats. He's 34 science and 51 culture, and it does look like we do have a lot more cities to be settled here on the east side. He did manage to get at least 1 horse out, but didn't actually go for his armies yet. While of course he could have actually pressured Greece into oblivion over here, he didn't want to do it for some reason. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 horses would have done a lot of damage here to Greece. Even if it only forced Greece to get hoplites out, it would have been massively overpowering Greece, taking away any kind of option to develop his empire. We do have also Fish trying to fight the city of Johannesburg to the north, getting some experience points on his horses. So that means he's not going to fully go on Aztec, which also means Aztec will get some defensive units. You can see the Eagle Warriors. He did get a swordsman in the choke point, and he is going to need to put a few more. He's not going to be surprised by this anytime soon. So that's actually good for KabachOk. He's going to manage to defend against this. We do also notice more commercials coming up from Tenochtitlan, and he is going to get pressure from the south. He needs to put down encampments. He needs to get the general out, because we do have England over here with a general, with Sun Tzu, and it looks like they're going through the first ones quite fast. Aztec here is going to put the card actually, and he's going to try to get it in 4 turns. Well, we'll see if that actually helps him out. 4 turns. Can anybody deny him this one? Ottomans, no. England, I guess so. Can he? He's not going for it anyway. He's going Hanging Gardens, and that's not going to happen. Taking away, by the way, the wonders from the players are... Taking away the wonders is going to give them an advantage in the sense that they won't be able to get the era score points, and this is going to be massively important. Especially in this kind of situation when you do need as much as possible to catch up to your opponents, because you had a few losses in the beginning of the game. You had, for example, they lost a settler, they lost a city there, they lost a builder, and so on and so forth. This actually means you're playing the catch-up game, and unfortunately, if you don't manage to get the golden ages, you're gonna be lagging more behind. You know, you're gonna be slowed down considerably, and we're gonna need to see if this is going to be how, of course, the laggers will manage to get their advantages against their opponents. Now we do see that Wassherschlange's tactic to get quite a few of these wonders is going to pay off, in the sense that their opponents are going to be faced with the reality of not getting the golden ages. It's a zone of control time. Big goals, BK Ozers. Good evening, sir. Hello there. BK Ozers. ZoC time. Oh, it is. It is. They're playing, bro. They're playing. But this is a problem, though, for zone of control. They are having quite a few issues on the map. Lost a settler. Lost quite a few advantages. I don't know, boy. I don't know. And then nobody knows at this point what's gonna happen. An unmet city-state was defeated. Was that? What was that? What was that? Oh, so Anshan got defeated earlier. No one here, no one here. Okay. Am I more of a fan of land or naval combat? I would say naval combat, but only like if you ask me if I want to watch more of or the other, I like the naval combat to watch. If I want to play, it's more a land combat, because on the naval combat it's extremely intensive to actually get what you need, like the moves and so on and so forth. Oh, looks like Wassherschlange is gonna get outplayed over here. He's gonna lose Oracle. It looks like I'm pretty sure a Noob 64 is not gonna allow him to get it. It's 3 turns away from finishing, and Governor Magnus is established. He will get to chop it out next turn. He did lose probably the second he lost the Hanging Gardens. He realized that he's going to need to put a bit more effort into his wonders, so he gets his Golden Age. I'm still not sure if that's going to be enough points for him. We do have him on 37 out of 39. It's just going to get a bit of points, not a lot of points. Land combat and naval trades, yeah. Looked like that was Johannesburg, north of the coast, that got killed so fast. Oh my god, actually you're right. TaskForceFish managed to take out that city so fast. Oh my god. Like, it still had quite a few units over there, but looks like Fish was relentless on taking it. Imhotep did get recruited in the city of Bravo. I do notice commercial hub investments coming off from TaskForceFish. This is probably because of merchants, and it looks like he outplayed KabachOk. The big KabachOk with 10.3 great merchant points a turn got outplayed over here. The extra trader capacity merchant, after he recruited the first 2 ones, is gonna be on Fish. Oh man, that is just sad. That is just sad. Well, we do have more swordsmen coming out from KabachOk. He does have a lot of builders ready to chop something. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do, but we're going to see over here what is he going to prioritize to get the chops in. I'm certain he's going to try to use his cards to give him some advantages, and we're going to need to see him defend against the south. He does have significant army over there in the south, and he is pre-building some of those knights. You can see the heavy chariots appearing in Tayo. I did see the same thing happening from Vietnam. Vietnam did pre-build a few heavy chariots, and he is hard building a knight from Thang Long, moving towards the south. He still wants to keep a hand on Brussels. Brussels actually being at war with both nations is very good for Vietnam, not so good for Ottomans. Ottomans would really prefer, or I should say, I would have preferred a lot more how do you call it, a lot more patience over here from Ottomans, and peace, that's what the word I was looking for from Ottomans, because he needs to develop his empire and try to get that Janissary attack going. He's so I would say at the moment he's gonna have such a big problem in his economy and his stats that I'm not even sure he can go for any kind of timings. They only have Noob 634 for an economy. Noob 634 is on 84 gold a turn with 39 science and 51 culture, and he is against KabachOk's 27 and 61. This is quite a problem. KabachOk over here will need the science. He is trying to get it with Malinakos going for a campus. Aztec instead of going for a campus, he went for a Colosseum, and it looks like he's gonna get a campus afterwards, which does mean he's not gonna get his encampment anytime soon. I do also notice he's 2 turns away from getting great general, which is gonna be nice. Very good, very nice. With so few units from Vietnam, it will be just another free liberation from Ottomans. Yes, probably. Also, Demonar is saying naval combat is more honest in a sense of defender not having that many advantages, but Caravel plus frigates is the only type of naval combat that is actually fun to play watch, while land battle feature a much more varied lineup of units. I do have to agree here with Demonar. At the same time, the quickness that the naval battles unfold is something that is beautiful to watch. You do get, unfortunately, you do get the attacker with, I would say, actually quite a few advantages when it comes to it, because of the triple quadruple attack that you can do on a unit, and you don't have that much time to reposition or promote, which is usually not that hard to do on the land. We do have Vietnam with the units that need to get over there. It looks like they raised the city of Brussels. On his west side, Phoenicia is just, oh my god, getting so big. 32 science and 49 culture. Well, you can see the potential in the Phoenician Empire. He just got those 12 cities to work. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 actually cities to work, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get his boats towards his opponent here. Didn't want to poke the bear yet, but all of those boats that were fighting on Anshan did go towards the south, and they might actually poke Greece a little bit, and they might try to force him to defend on Ephesus. We do have actually Normalator settling a city right in the face of England. Wait, really? Is that actually safe? We do also finally have KabachOk settling coastal settle to the west of the English Empire, so they can do coastal trade routes. This is going to be massive. They can go camp to camp over here through this lake, through this puddle, and by the looks of it, we do need to check out slowly but surely those era score points, because we do have, by the way, a massive effort over here put up by Zone of Control to try to get as much as possible those era score points, and we do need to see if this is gonna be helping them, of course, get there. I do need to see if, for example, we got an advantage here. TaskForceFish is gonna try to get Colosseum. Oh my god, is he KabachOk? Who's gonna get Colosseum? Boys and girls, really quickly chat, who's gonna get Colosseum? Who will get Colosseum? Fish or Kaba? Come on, really quickly chat. 3 minutes, really quick. I think I actually overestimated the 3 minutes, but we'll see. We got Aztec with a chop over here. We do have on the west side, TaskForceFish waiting with Imhotep. He needs to wait one more turn for the arena to finish and to put down that Colosseum. And of course, it looks like, oh, 2 turns for Colosseum to come out. He has another chop coming out. Come on, what is this? What is this? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Michael, we really need to butt in more effort. You're getting a Dark Age again. Oh, no dark. Bring me to the light. Give me the light. Come on, give me the light, guys, give me the light. Oh, anonymous gifter. Wow, hello. We got 5 gifted subs over here. Trenlo, 5-second energy. We got Beavers. Hello there. Lassie Sarpel, welcome to the subs. Dayan and Belchan, welcome to the Dreamers. And thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Much appreciated, sir. We do have TaskForceFish putting more effort over here. I was seeing, of course, and we were having the poll. I was watching what's going on. It looks like everybody's voting for Kaba. KabachOk is getting so much over here. 14 votes. Fish only getting 1 vote. Oh my god, bro. Fish. Is he? Can he 1-10 with Imhotep this? Whoever that was, yeah. We got welcome Trenlo, welcome. 5-second energy as well. Tanhouse, seeing the pop totals makes me sad for Gorgo, not going to contribute much to that pop level. Yeah, I mean that's only 16 pop, and yeah, it's just like, yeah. I mean, look at the population on the laggers over here. Oh my god, so many units. I do notice the first build-up of a unit, and I think that's a knight coming up from Vietnam, going towards the south. He has the general for him, and we do see Ottomans is pre-building those janissaries. We still have him with quite a bit of time to get there, but he is gonna try to prepare to go for an all-in attack against Vietnam when that time comes. Of course, Vietnam did arrive at 67 science with 70 culture. He would need to get to field cannons if he wants to be successful in defending over here, and of course get his own muskets with well, it's on the way. That is so much of a difference. I'm not so certain he's gonna manage to do it. Bezdomniy is 5 turns away from printing, and knights are just not gonna cut it against Janissaries. To be fair, Sparta was Iranian in real life too. Well, yeah. Oh, Sif K actually contributed, just dropped some points over there on Kaba, going for the 15 points. Oh, I see how it is. We got the fans in the house for the big Kaba. Kaba. Oh, Fish got it. Oh my God, Fish got it. He one-tapped it, boys. This was head eyes over here. Look at that, Fish got it. With Emotep, with all of the bonus points, he got Colosseum. Easy peasy. Of course, KabachOk over here didn't. Oh, that's why he didn't chop. KabachOk didn't chop. He got greedy. Didn't chop that one rainforest, man. Unbelievable. He could have had it. Never chopped it. Oh, man. Getting first move Colosseum. That is just so sad. Well, now he chops for something in Tenochtitlan, and I do see he's gonna get another chop over there. He's probably gonna chop another builder, and we're gonna see him. Oh, I think it was the campus. KabachOk is managing to get 49 science and 73 culture. In the south of him, we do have England trying to get those theater squares, so he can recruit more of those writers and try to get the yields going. England has been recruiting a few of them. Greece also did try to recruit a few of them, and that is something that of course Normalator is trying to do. Did he just lose at Temenanki? Whoa, who took away Temenanki from him? Don't tell me it was one of his allies. No. Aztec? No. Come on, where is Temenanki? So Gorgo was building a Temenanki in Pharsalos for a long time. He never got to build it. Oh, Lassie Sarpel is thanking Anonymous Gifter for a sub. Yeah, thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter. Where is a Temenanki? Vietnam? Maybe? Oh, Vietnam. Look at that. Cantho. It did put all of those marsh tiles to work in the floodable terrain. Very nice, very nice. A bit more science coming up for Bezdomniy on 71 and 79, and that will give him a decent amount of advantage on Ottomans, especially since Ottomans still needs to go through quite a few upgrades to get quite a few technologies to get to his Janissaries. I'm pretty sure Vietnam over here will need to do so as well. Donic 2005, can't you use the search function in the bottom? No, it doesn't work with the spectator mode, unfortunately. It would be awesome, but it doesn't work. So let me actually take a look here. Let's see, Diplo quarter, right? Diplomatic quarter, because it's right in front of us. It's just searching and searching, and you tell the computer, but it's right there. I can see it, you know, like, please highlight it. It's not gonna work. Well, we do have a bit more economy coming out from Vietnam, and that's one of the things that they are booming on, and TaskForceFish is going to try to get some as well. He did arrive at 156 production, but that is just below his opponents here. You do see Bezdomniy 123, we got KabachOk 189, Wassherschlange 159, and then TRYNDA on 135. And of course, that is going to need to change here soon enough. We got a few Voicians coming out from the cities of Vietnam, and we were watching those ENA score points. Okay, Normalator gonna go normal age. That's, well, I guess that's fitting. TaskForceFish 54-54, he got his golden. We got Destroyer over here with 50 out of 50. He is gonna get his golden age, so very good for him. Noob634 did manage to get it with 53 points out of 50. Bezdomniy 70 out of 67, KabachOk 63.55, he got it. Wassherschlange 70.68, he got it. TRYNDA got it. So only Normulator is going to be in a Dark Age here. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the science up, he couldn't get the points up. Wait. Where Hoplite? Yeah. Well, we'll see what kind of Golden Age points will they get over here. I do notice Aztec did manage to finally couple that economy with England, and those trade routes will need to go through the water between them. We do have an amazing advantage when it comes to the gold on laggers. 131 gold on TRYNDA, Wassherschlange 64, KabachOk 49, and then Bezdomniy on 9. Bezdomniy is doing his best with a relatively small amount of cities to defend against the east and defend against the north. You see Gaul is poking at him from the north, and we do have a few Voichens repositioning over there to do the damage against the horses of the Gauls, while in the south there is a problem with the massive army of Ottomans showing up over there, and the destroyer is gonna try to get a settler in the face of Vietnam. That is going to allow him to upgrade those units much closer to his opponent's lands, and of course put them to work. Kong Kwong will need a much bigger army, much stronger army to defend, and I'm pretty sure Bezdomniy is aware of it. He's going for printing, so he gets a bit of an advantage from the diplomatic visibility, while he's trying to get more science, so he's going to be on point with his discoveries there. I am a bit worried that he's not going to have enough units. He's going to need to be really fast on the production of those pre-builds so he can get enough units to defend Kong Kong. Yes, not a hard not an easy passageway to go for, but if Vietnam, how to say, we see catapults being positioned over here on the 2-2 tile, they can deal a decent amount of damage against the city center and slowly take it down. That is unfortunately what Vietnam will need to use. What Vietnam will need to defend against. He's going to need to push the umbrella of the defense a bit further on than that city center, and that's why he's doing this. We do have also Wassherschlange coming up with a few more settlers. I do notice he is going for foreign ministry, and he is wait, is that? Oh, that's okay, never mind. He is gonna get now a few units of attack to the south. He got a heavy chariot, he has a few knights coming out, he has a few horses. Would be awesome if he does manage to pressure a little bit Greece over here, because again, like I was saying, yes, Greece has been in trouble, and I'm pretty sure he has a bit of a struggle getting his technologies, but you do need to secure that advantage against him. I think I'm on the second slot. Let me see. Yes, I'm in the second slot. Let's go for B, preserve. Okay. So, preserve. I go for B, preserve. T-Tube would be heartbroken seeing such an irreal Gorgo. That's a good question. Where is T-Tube? That would give us quite an insight over here on Gorgo. What happened? What happened on Gorgo? Oh, I see Phoenicia also attacking Ephesus from the coast. He's not gonna do that much over here, but he's still gonna do some damage. Oh, he's training. Oh, I see. Well, it's important. Yeah, in training, it's important. Okay, I'm gonna vote submit so I don't forget about it. Well, I can't say there's a massive advantage coming out from the World Congress. We're just gonna have some districts getting or not getting any points. We're gonna need to see if they're gonna take out the wall advantage. That would actually be good, by the way. Taking out the walls, the city's ability to build walls will have an impact. First of all, on Greece, for example, to defend a little bit better. They could overwhelm Greece's defenses if he cannot build walls. It wouldn't be that hard to go through walls, but it just takes a little bit more effort. And that's something that you don't want to give your opponent to do, an ability to do so. We do have also, let's actually take a look here in the World Congress. Harbors getting 100% production. Okay, so they went for the massive bonuses. Looks like on the other side they tried to go government plaza from the Gauls. I guess they didn't care about this at all. They just put on harbors and that's it. Okay, interesting. We do have TRYNDA also getting 24% faster population growth, and TRYNDA did gain the Diplo points. Did they just win all of them? Oh my god, they won all of them. And you do see how much Diplo favor is available at the moment for the zone of control. That's a lot of Diplo favor. Wait, is TaskForceFish tilted right now? Is this what's happening? Because he voted totally different. Anyway, TaskForceFish is managing to get 63 science with 92 culture. Did get that Colosseum, which will help him quite a bit. We do have him with a few more settlers coming out of his cities. And my, oh no, my, oh, well, it is what it is. My keyboard shortcuts are not working anymore, so well, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get to put the lenses on it. We do have the Golden Age options selected. Gallic Empire is gonna go for Penbrash and Voice. We got destroyed on Penbrash and Voice on 2, 4, 6 series Ottomans, and we got a GG called out. TaskForceFish is gonna go and say, you know what, I had enough. You get the win. Laggers win the day over here against the new light of TaskForceFish. It looks like they were aware that probably Gorgo will die. They would have been in a 4 versus 3 situation without that many options to come back into the game. We did have an effort coming out from TaskForceFish to beat 11. We did have an effort coming out from also Eleanor. Noob634 did try to do well over there. We did have also Destroyer managing to stay in that 2 versus 1 situation and managed to keep the peace. Ottomans KabachOk in that situation, and we also had Ottomans with a massive army needing to upgrade over here and go against Vietnam. We were waiting for the Janissary push. Unfortunately, he didn't have fast enough science and fast enough culture to get there soon, and there was a strong possibility that Bezdomniy would actually counter him right on time. Let's actually switch to the channels over here. Massive game coming up from the Premier League. Wow. I do want to take a look at the post-game chat, and I do want to see if they're coming. Let's see, post-game 1. Let's see if they're going to join the channel over here and how soon. GG, well played.
Check game.
Oh man, you gotta explain what happened, bro. You gotta explain what happened. You gotta show us.
Guys, I lost a settler. Did you see my call?
I noticed. I mean, unlink, bro. Link. You know, like click.
It wasn't even a misclick. You know when you have a unit and you left click it, not right click, but left click, and it moves by itself. I don't know how to explain.
Oh, I know what you mean. It happened to me quite a few times. Yes. I know
so it happened to me now, and I lost a settler because of it.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
really
why that happens, but unfortunately it does happen.
Yeah, I got that thing, and it cost me a settler. I mean, I don't know. So we just started from the wrong foot, I guess.
Yeah.
Can say it like that. So like from the beginning, like a spirit wasn't there.
So I guess at the beginning, losing builders, losing settlers, losing positioning was
yeah
taxing your morale.
Yeah.
On the Congress, you didn't vote, or what was it?
Oh, I misvoted. I messed up the vote there,
Oh, okay, it's misclear. Okay.
but it was already like looking pretty much like CC land
Yeah,
because
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, we have lots of such
coats.
position.
Well, you go red coats and you kill all of Norm, and then you've got Aztec to like I'll fight Aztec, but we're kind of losing on the stats on Vietnam. He'll be well funded to push Destroyer as well. Like it's not looking good anyway. We don't have a something to fight for.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we just have such spawn-wise continent traders. I don't know if you saw Wassherschlange.
In early game, like our early game was so good, and your guys' early game was kind of struggling. Like Norm got bullied hard, and my spawn is insanely good. So
yeah, you had broken spawn, and I had awful land. I settled the coast thinking, because it looked before we scouted, it looked like I might be connected to Noob, and so I thought, okay, that'll be okay, and then all of a sudden I lose my B2 in like what? Well, I lost where I wanted to settle for one thing. I wanted to settle it on the lake, and then that level 2 scout fucked me.
yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go on the tundra, and it'll still be fresh water, it'll be crap or whatever. And then the boats show up, and I'm toast. And then
I mean, the boats were only like TRYNDA failed to kill a city-state with them, so they were just there, and it was kind of lucky that you said.
So I didn't even declare because it made the galley and just swam.
But yeah, level 2 scout in early game is so...
Because he has
it was
two wonders.
so
He's so lucky. Wasser has Kilimanjaro minimal distance from his cap, and Mount Vesuvius too. So such a luck,
just a broken spawn.
Yeah.
And I had just such bad land, and I had to walk 7 or 8 tiles just to find like 3 2/2s in the first 2 rings. Like it was just like I didn't even know what to do. I was just like, I'll just pillage the land for books, give them the new and safety settle, but it was just kind of looking ugly.
Did you guys see the land of England?
Yeah, I got to look at most of it early on with my warrior. I went up through, and I found his Kilimanjaro, and then my warrior went around to the top and found Vesuvius, and I thought I'm just gonna sit here with my warrior. And there's like, because he's not gonna think I've got somebody way up here above him, and then just all of a sudden I'm like, oh, settler.
I knew that there was a warrior, but I never expected it to be there. So I moved first at the beginning of term, and we were like discussing for, I would say, 20 seconds whether I should delete or not. And I decided to.
Oh, because I had you were hoping I never saw it.
Yeah. Like sometimes it happens. You have a unit that is AFK somewhere.
And you're so busy that you don't get to hit all your units up on a turn, and in fact, you know what? I probably got lucky there because there probably was 2 or 3 turns before that where I didn't look at it because I was just sitting there, kind of like, somewhere where you might go and try and settle a city, and then I just happened to look at it that turn. And
do you think that only Eleanor is a good drafting decision on the naval map? Like, I think Eleanor is a very good civ, but it needs kind of support on naval, no?
No, I think it's a good civ. One of the best.
Yeah, we probably would have been better off going 2 navals there, but I think Fish was sold on Gaul, and we thought, and then by that point, me and Destroyer aren't much for naval, so we didn't really have a naval player left to pick a naval civ, so we kind of were like, hope for a mostly land kind of thing, and.
I mean, Eleanor didn't spawn frontline, so yeah.
I guess I needed to play like I don't know, Dutch or.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff we could have grabbed there.
We could, maybe an Indo, I guess.
Yeah.
We
thing is, we could have spawned in a.
Oh, you mean in the first?
First
round?
In the first rotation instead of Gaul, yeah. We talked about it, and then I had mentioned how good Gaul is and how we made a look at it.
He is,
and then I think that talked Fish into it, and then he was like, "Ooh, Gaul," and then that was kind of it.
I think Eleanor and Indo is a very good combination because Indo is giga strong on the military, and then Eleanor just sims up and cleans up.
Yeah.
Thing is, sometimes the map will be like a small puddle for Indo or for Eleanor.
Yeah, and on Sim it's not the strongest. That's true. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's not bad too. Like it's okay-ish.
It's a gamble. Like we're gambling on map position, I guess, if we go.
And
like
I think the map script also changed because back in the days, like 7C was always you can usually sim and nothing is connected, you don't fight. And in the last month or year, I have the feeling that everything is kind of connected. You can do carnality everywhere. I don't know if the map script changed or if players are more aware to do carnalities and stuff, but yeah. So it was very good in my opinion.
Destroyer.
Да, бездомный.
Right. Good game. Well played. Bye bye.
Well played.
Yeah.
GG.
Сейчас спросил, как ты так походил?
So we did have Zone of Control go against Laggers. Laggers did come out on top. They were tilted from the beginning. I'm referencing Zone of Control over here because of the little misplays that they did, losing a settler, losing a builder here and there, losing the positioning, getting pillaged and so on and so forth. The little details did matter quite a bit at the beginning of the game, and they got the moves. Also, Gorgo did reference the fact that he had a bit of underwhelming spawn, and we did actually talk about it at the beginning. He didn't really have any good expanse, and it was quite especially hard for him to go against England, which had such a beautiful land. 1 second over here. I think with much pleasure, Salty Capybara. By the way, thank you so much everybody for showing up, and I do hope you guys enjoyed the show over here on the CPL Premier League. We do need to see the upcoming games. Tomorrow we're gonna have another game being played over here. I'm gonna play Escape from Tarkov. In a competition, in a bolt action rifle competition only on the woods map, and this would be my first competition. I gotta say I did try as much as possible to get grind myself to a decent level. We're gonna see how it is. I do like usually to jump head first into something and try to get better on the way because it does help me build up a strength along the way, and I do hope we're gonna have actually an awesome time. 4 hours starting up with 1600 GMT. We're gonna have the action over here on the stream. It will be my first experience with also interacting with the organizers and so on and so forth, so there might be some details over here and there that I'm missing. I'm gonna try to get as much information to you tomorrow as possible. Maybe we're gonna start the stream a little bit earlier so we can see what's going on. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you so much if you're coming up from YouTube. I do hope we're gonna see each other in the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. You can always check me out on Discord as well, !Discord, or you can get the details down below in the description of this video. Also, I do hope you enjoyed this and you're gonna throw this a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. It does help me with the algorithm, and of course it's gonna help me get the word out, get more followers, get more everything. Thank you so much for everything, and at the same time I do hope you're gonna have an awesome Saturday. Let's see each other tomorrow 1600 GMT for Escape from Tarkov action, the Outcast tournament. We're gonna have quite a bit of action over here. Oh man, I'm conflicted about this. I'm so excited on one side, I'm so concerned on the other. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen? It's one of those things. Anyway, have a good evening guys. Bye.